Goldman has been out front, David Solomon in particular, with getting people back into the office, and now it seems like it's cracking down even harder.
Yeah, look, Goldman Sachs has been one of the work-from-work stalwarts. It has been more aggressive than most of its other peers in wanting people back in the office, in having a 5 days in the office policy. They've had that policy for a while, but clearly they're not satisfied or happy with the take-up rate on that policy. So there is clearly an effort underway right now to remind people, gently nudge them right now. Those nudges might become a little more pokey, and pokey might become a little more shouty if they don't really take them up on their offer, to tell them that 5 days in the office is how we like it, and, you know, have fun through Labor Day, but post-Labor Day, we want to be back to being the office that it was during the pre-pandemic times.
Back to business after Labor Day. So the remarkable thing about this is it's not that unusual to have these kinds of stories pop up on the Bloomberg. But Bill, I look at the most read stories on the terminal, and this Goldman dialing up pressure to enforce 5 days a week is the third most read story on the Bloomberg. We are obsessed with tracking every headline around Goldman. Part of this is because the industry also looks at Goldman as kind of setting the tone, setting the bar. Why is that? Why does Goldman even operationally kind of set the tone for everyone else on Wall Street?
You know, because, Scarlett, it's been the best investment bank on Wall Street for really decades now. I mean, it really has become the bellwether firm on Wall Street. It's the one other banks compare themselves to. It's the one other banks would like to emulate if they possibly can. I mean, which is interesting because in really like the last 10 years, there's been a dramatic shift on Wall Street in terms of where the power base is. Obviously, JP Morgan Chase is the biggest bank. It's got the biggest market value. It's got the biggest market share. It's got unbelievable profitability that kind of blows Goldman away. Even Goldman's longtime rival, Morgan Stanley, now has a bigger market value consistently by 30 to 40 billion than Goldman Sachs. But Goldman Sachs continues to generally be number one in M&A, number one in underwriting, and of course every other bank wants to be. I mean, what an incredible brand, and they want to be like Goldman Sachs.